Intuitive Kahoots, blind Kahoots. Why are we doing these? Well, before we used Kahoot to quiz people, but now we're introducing a new material to somebody. So normally we introduce something and we talk for a long time, and then maybe after a class or a week, we ask questions about it. We quiz them on this subject. So normally we might take a class, an hour, a week to explain the topic. So we're using all this time before we get feedback, before we can quiz and test our student on their understanding. If we took that long in Kahoot, the students would lose attention. They want something quick and exciting. They're playing the game. They want something that they can hit a button with very quickly. Generally, my Kahoot questions last between 20 seconds and a minute, depending on the actual question length, how good the students are, etc. So we need to give them information in small packets. If we just lobbed information at them, all this data, complex, it would, one, take a long time and be complex. It would be much too big of a leap for them to just understand and process it all within the time constraints that are enjoyable for a Kahoot. This doesn't mean we can't ask complex questions, but that we have to lead up to them. Baby steps. We can't introduce a new topic and say, figure this all out, process this, and synthesize it with everything you've learned before. We have to force them slowly to understand whatever it is that we're teaching them. So we weave a path for them to follow using baby steps. And every way, every answer on every question is either something very obvious or something that's deductible from the information they have on the screen or from what they've learned so far in the Kahoot. So these questions don't have to be hard. What we're trying to do is get our user, our student, accustomed to whatever we're teaching them, to build up this semantic processing. We want them to learn through experience. And as they gain familiarity with the topic, you can make it more and more advanced, more difficult. In the following videos, we'll look at different questions, answers, images, and videos that do just this.